Hello, Chris Walker here with Big Angie Fan Channel, back with another reaction to Angelina Jordan. A few years ago, I started off with a series of reactions that were based on this compilation that huge Angelina Jordan fan, Rusty Shackelford, who unfortunately is probably no longer with us, he had done this 132 song compilation. And so I started out to do a series of reacting to every one of those songs, and I've got about 20 left. And notice that Jolene is one that I haven't done yet. And although I've listened to that a bunch of times, I haven't listened to this cleaned up version by Troy from the Archangel channel. So this will be fun. I've listened to this several times, of course, but this version I have not. So let's go. I'll listen to the whole thing first and then play it back with some comments.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just 'cause you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with fame. Looks of everyone here with dark skin and eyes of evergreen. Smile is like the best of spring, your summer, summer rain, and I can't compete with you, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take me just because you can. Talk about you when you're sleeping. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't have how it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take it just because you can. You could have your choice of him, but I could never love again. He's the only one that won't believe me, Jolene. I have to have a talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can.
All right. Unfortunately, this app here that I'm using to make reactions, I continue to have struggles with it. In this case, it's just not playing it back as loud as I would like. So I'm missing some of the details in her voice and everything, which I was really looking forward to because of how Archangel kind of cleans these up. But it is sounding better from, from this unfortunate volume level. It is sounding better than I remember from the non-cleaned up version. So just because I couldn't hear it as loud, I'm not going to have as much comments as I thought I might. But a couple of things right away. Of course, there's the presence of Angelina's sister, Juliet. So this is about 5 or 6 years ago. They have a very tight relationship, and it's always nice to see Juliet, joining in. You also see her constantly looking at her phone. You know, she can do this great performance while looking at her phone. Another thing I'm going to say is that Dolly Parton is a great and underappreciated songwriter, and this song is an example of this. Um, you know, a lament about, you know, this other woman who's more, you know, more alluring has come to threaten her relationship with the man. And if you really listen to the lyrics, it's just a very, very well written song. Okay, I'll play it back, and I'll have a few more comments. Hopefully, I'll try to push these earphones farther in, and maybe I can hear it a little better.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just 'cause you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with fame, looks of everyone here with ivory skin and eyes of evergreen. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your summer's summer rain, and I can't compete with you, Jolene.
I can't compete with you, Jolene.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging you, please don't take my man.
Of course, one ironic thing about this is that Dolly Parton, in addition to being a great songwriter, is also a gorgeous woman who has this very warm and open personality. I think in most cases, she would be the rival that other women would have to look out for. But yeah, this is a beautifully written song.
Jolene, 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 please don't take me just because you can. He talks about you when you're sleeping.
Hi,
There's nothing
Sarah.
I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't have how it means to me, Jolene.
This is one of the faster songs that she's done covers of. And faster is not her comfort zone, but I think she's really doing well with that. You know, I think Angelina at her very best is when it's really slow and she can really stretch out these words and create these glorious ribbons of sound. So in this case, she's relying more on just her tone. And of course, her tone has always been magnificent.
Jolene, 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 Jolene,
Like there's just a cue there.
Jolene, I'm begging you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. You could have no choice of him, but I could never love again. He's only one and only me, Jolene.
Hi, Juliet.
I have to talk with you. My happiness depends on you, but whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'll make you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him even though you can.
Well, again, you know, this app is just not playing it loud enough for me to be able to give as much, you know, insightful commentary as I would have liked. But for me, what stands out is how well she's doing with this, considering that she's, you know, having to look at the lyrics on her phone, and how her tone is carrying it, because she doesn't have room to do a lot of her patented, kind of bending of things and stretching things out and runs. But maybe that's why she didn't actually end up doing a concert version of this. She wasn't satisfied with what she could do with it. I don't know. But this is a wonderful example of the kind of rehearsal that you can get. I'm pretty sure this is from Fan Club Mozarts, which is the YouTube channel by her grandmother Mary, which has just tons and tons of wonderful rehearsals. And in many cases, the rehearsal is all we have. She never performed it in concert. So yes, I definitely would recommend this. Check it out on Fan Club Mozarts. And it just shows that, well, a couple of things. It shows what a great songwriter Dolly Parton is, and it shows what a great interpreter of songs Angelina Jordan is. Not one of her very best, simply because it's not that slower style that she can do more with, but still a wonderfully soulful rendition. Okay, Chris Walker, Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. Aloha.